guys, it's Ava, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. So today I'm going to be painting more phone cases because you guys liked part 1 and part 2 a lot. Part 1 is actually like my most viewed video on my channel. Thank you for all the support on those. Let's hope that you guys like this one just as much. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. It's been about a year since I've done one of these. I don't really have much to say for this intro. It's kind of just straight to the point, but if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe. That's not subscribed. But if you're new here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notifications so you know when I post. Also, there's more info about me in the description and stuff like that. Okay, let's get to the video. So these are the phone cases that we're going to be painting today. One of them is really dirty. Ew. When you flip this one over, this actually comes out for some reason. Hourglass. So I took the pop socket off, and honestly, I was debating on painting this pop socket too as like a little bonus thing for this video, but then I decided that I like it, so I'm not gonna paint this today. But if you want me to do a video painting oh my god, now my dog decides to bark, really? But yeah, if you want me to do a separate video painting pop sockets, let me know in the comments below. So now I'm just gonna sand these so that the paint sticks better, and all I had to sand them was this tiny little nail file. Ooh, time for tape ASMR. The fact that there was only 2 clips of ASMR, I am so sorry. The design stopped like near the edges of this phone case, so I wanted it to do the same thing on the design that I'm painting, if that makes sense. So I finished taping up the sides of this phone case, and then I decided that it was time for a base coat. I decided to do a base coat on these phone cases because the background for this one was really busy, and I didn't want to like have to paint over that and try to figure out a design over that because it would get too confusing. So this is the design I ended up picking. I found this on Pinterest. I just thought this was really cute and I really wanted to try to do it. Also, this is a simple design, so I knew that I couldn't mess this up entirely. And to sketch the little like sun circle part, I used a paint bottle and traced it because I could not sketch a circle. I don't know what was wrong with me. Usually I can do them pretty okay, but this was just not working. And sketching this took a pretty long time because of all the waves and like the water and the reflection, you know? For this one, I started off by trying to use actual paint, and I really liked the color I mixed. I think it was pretty good, but now looking back at it, it's a little light. Anyways, I tried using this actual paint instead of my Posca pens, but when I started painting on the little like water reflection, it got really messed up and the lines were too big and it wasn't pretty. But I still tried to continue with this paint because I did like the color at the time. Now looking back, I don't really like it, but this is the time where my tripod decided to break. Not cute. Ugh, why? It cracked off. I was mad. And since I had to finish filming this video with this tripod, I decided to fix it by putting a popsicle stick inside to hold it together and painter's tape on the outside. It wasn't very strong. It ended up breaking like 4 more times after this. Okay, I know what you're thinking. I ordered another one, don't worry. But anyways, rest in peace to the tripod that I've had since 2018. Sorry for the aggressive transition from my dead tripod to taking a marker aggressively, but I'm sure you can tell by what I'm doing now that I decided to stop painting with the yellow paint and just color over it with a Posca pen because I thought it would be easier and go faster. And honestly, I'm happy I went with this decision because I think it looks a lot better in the end, but that's just my opinion. So now I'm moving on to the water, and this is honestly a really light color for like water, but it was either this or like a really dark like night sky type of dark blue. So I went with this because I thought it was the better option, and honestly after I did a few layers it ended up looking fine. So now I'm just doing the touch-ups, and honestly I love Posca pens, nothing against them, but after a while the paint starts to like crack for literally no reason. Now I'm moving on to the sky. In the picture I showed you earlier, the sky was pink, so I'm just keeping up that same theme. And I know in the picture that I showed you earlier this whole design was like outlined in like a thin black outline, but I just didn't want to do that. I just felt like it looked better without an outline, but now I just don't know. So I didn't have any clear varnish or whatever you're supposed to do like the final clear coat with, so I just used fabric glue, and I've been doing this for a while and it seems to be working, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And now it's time for the satisfying tape peel. That was satisfying, except for the fact that there's no paint up there. Kind of weird. Anyways, here's the before and after. To be honest, I liked the before. There was nothing wrong with it, but I just wanted to change it and make it my own. But here's what it looks like now. I like this one. It's cool. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Yes, look at that gorgeous diarrhea paint. Anyways, I'm sorry I literally have the humor of a 5-year-old. I wanted to try a new painting technique for this one because I found a paint roller in the bin that was with the paint. So I was like,
I should use this.
So I just started off by painting the background of the case brown because I wanted the background to be brown. Okay, that's enough of whatever the hell that was. But this took a million coats because the design from the bottom, like the little lightning bolt things, kept ripping up and then destroying the design on top. And honestly, the paint job ended up looking a little bit chunky. I don't know if it was because of the design that was on it before or the paint roller, but I probably wouldn't use a paint roller again. So now I'm just sketching out my design, and honestly, I looked at this design and I was like, this is more complicated than I thought it would be.
Let's not do that.
So now I'm erasing everything, and I thought of a new design, which is just like a little Polaroid. And I originally was going to print out like an actual picture and then write the date on the bottom of like a cute picture that I have. Then maybe I didn't like that idea and decided to cover it up. In case you couldn't tell, this is what's called foreshadowing and a lot of work for me. But right now I'm just filling in the little Polaroid with white paint, and I'm using fabric paint because I ran out of white acrylic paint. I know I need to get to a craft store. And this is where it all starts going downhill. So I decided that I was going to print out a picture from this date of this year. Then my sprocket decided otherwise and said,
Hey, I'm not gonna print anything.
does anyone else have this problem with their sprocket? Because whenever I go to print something with mine,
It's such a chore.
it doesn't want to print anything. Oh my god, no. This is where I thought it would be cute to add a bunch of little waves. I regret my decision. So then I just decided to cover them up because just no. And then at this point, I didn't completely change the design idea, but then again I did because I went in a whole other direction of where this was going. And I decided to paint the inside of the Polaroid rainbow instead of actually having a picture or painting a picture or whatever. I just thought this would be a lot simpler and it would be a cute little pop of color. And the thing I was going to do instead of this was just paint the whole inside black. So I'm glad I went with this. It's less boring. Then I decided that this needed a little something else. So I just drew a little dotted line on here because I thought it would give like a little nice doodle type of effect. I don't know what I was going for if I'm being honest. I'm just glad it looks somewhat okay. There is so much paint stuck to this tape. But anyways, here's the before and after. It started off really dirty and just gross and it just needed a change. But overall, I'm really happy with how this came out. I really like this one. But that's all I'm going to be painting for today. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and turn on my post notifications. Also, make sure you go follow all of my other socials. They're all at avamerceis, except for my Snapchat, which is at ava_5698. Alright, I love you guys. Bye!